Today is day 256 of the podcast, and I'm reading from 1 John 2, verses 15 and 16. Do not love the world nor the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the boastful pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. Satan laid a trap when he enticed Eve. The bait was the forbidden fruit, but the trap was to reorient Eve's desires from God's blessing and to attract her off course. The initial deception relied on getting Eve to act on her own initiative and to operate with a level of independence rather than being led. Now she's vulnerable to being misled. Filled with desire, she became aroused to the potential of a choice made from her own hunger rather than the Lord's command. This was a change of events for her. With no forethought to this being an act of tree sin, she wandered toward rebellion by allowing the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the boastful pride of life to determine her course. So these patterns of desire operate when we live our lives from our own strengths and our own weaknesses, when we live from the life of our soul. And as a Christian, though we have been given the life of the indwelling Spirit, we often walk as mere men and default to our soul setting. We use the same means of navigating our lives as we did prior to salvation. We see it, we want it, we get it. And it becomes our mode of operation. It becomes our default setting. So to be led by the Holy Spirit means that He is the author and the authority behind every act, action, word, initiative we take. He's behind it all. Submission to His will means His will is our learned response, and we must practice this level of submission. So today's question: where are you most vulnerable to being misled by a fleshly desire?